Somatic healing is a technique to work through your internal and external conflict. So, as you explore what somatic healing is, you will come across many different techniques that ask you to use your body, your sensory experience to unravel the current framework that your psyche has structured based off your personal history, based off your traumas, your interactions, your whole everything that's made you you. So, when we look at somatic healing as a way to work through trauma, we're asking you to step forward and allow the body to be the guide which illuminates the transition. And this can be a little scary for people. This can be a little taboo. This can be very foreign because we've kind of established a relationship with the body that is more of a dominating relationship. And this is mainly through ego, will, and drive. And it's completely normal because we have to adjust ourselves to be a part of the world and to partake in the world. It's very important. However, in this process, we've really deemed the body as something that is gross and uncomfortable, something that is a burden. And it's so saddening because the body is marvelous. The body is the universe. When you can really close your eyes and tune in, there's a whole realm within. And, this arena that we have actually holds different energy channels. It holds life within, and it really manifests externally to create our physical feature. So the body is the material. It is in its most dense form right now. And this calling to transform and transition your life, this is actually a calling to spiritualize out of this material plane. And that's exactly what this unification or this understanding of the body will do for you when you choose to let this be a guide to take you through your transformation. Because when the body and the mind are one, because they are one, but we're so far out at times when they're one, we're utilizing this as a unit to alleviate a lot of this dense material that we carry internally, but also externally. So, again, our body being this manifestation of our psychic content, we hold weight in areas that we don't need to. We hold our stature in a very specific way. As you do this somatic work, you're really restructuring your body. You're also restructuring your mind to connect more with your body. And um, more than anything, this is a turning inward process so that you can harmonize what is internal with what is external. And it's through this vessel that it really allows this transformation to partake in such a way that is just a little bit more intimate because you're focusing primarily on the body. So, allowing this to be the guiding light as you go through the transformation, you'll find that you're tuning more into your kinesthetic awareness. You are not only becoming aware of what you feel inside, but others outside. And you'll tune into your nervous system, your organs being these centers of energy. You'll tune into your muscles and a lot of the different areas, whether it's back to front, left to right, uh, top to bottom, or up and down, you'll start to become aware of the way that your body has stored such trauma and it has created a split. And in doing this and understanding this, it's like you're slowly pulling in your body to be one unit again. And it's quite a fascinating transformation or coming together. This is really known, at least in the studies that I've done, as the centaur level, and this is huge right now. This is very well known, or it's becoming well known for many people, that your body and your mind unifying as one and then living life in this, beautiful rhythm. This is how we're supposed to be, the awareness that we're supposed to have. It's powerful. And in doing this, you're recharging your vessel and you're learning to respect it in such a way that it is life. It is not hanging down below you. It is not this dead weight. It shouldn't be this dead weight. It is our vessel. It's what we partake in. So, if I can just give you a couple of somatic techniques, I would love to, because this is the work that I do with clients and I want to share this forward to you because you need to see that there are so many ways that you can go about this healing process, especially if you're someone who's not very elaborate with your words and you feel a little clustered. Maybe you don't want to speak about your experience. Well, somatic healing is a way that you can just let your body do the speaking, and then you can learn the meaning afterwards. But we don't always have to know everything right away. That's just that instant gratification ego kick, which is needs to fall to the wayside, and we have to learn to surrender to the unknown and allow the process to take us where we need to go, and then answers will come when they will. And we can also journal about them. And anywho, I'm getting off topic. Let's stick with what are the healing techniques that you can utilize. I'm just going to name off a couple that come forward for me. Mm. So, first one would be somatic experiencing, and this is by Peter Levine. If you want to look him up, I do have one of his books back there somewhere back there. Um, it's like, what is it called? In an Unspoken Voice. That is his golden book, which takes you through the whole process. But what somatic experiencing is you're utilizing the body, you're tuning into the body, and you're allowing yourself to kind of pendulate and then start to titrate back into specific experiences, emotions, certain nuance energies within the body that will bring forward images, or maybe memories, or maybe it'll just feel a certain way. And what you're doing in this somatic experiencing is learning to trace how your body moves the energy and where everything goes. Okay, it's a really beautiful practice that you can do by yourself. There are practitioners out there. So check that out. We have somatic experiencing. Breathwork is very, very important in this, and that's really what brings together like every aspect. You have your pelvis, you have your heart, you have your head. When these are all unified, and you can start to bring awareness to your extremities, your fingers, your toes, you feel the energies moving and pulsing through you to such an extent that this breaks open certain stagnant and stuck, repressed clusters of life that were unfortunately, put to the wayside for a long time. So breath work will break that open and bring the energies all around. It's very important. It's very important work. So you're kind of working with different elements, which is quite interesting, right? Your sensations, which I feel is grounding and coming back into the body. And then with breath work, you're working on air and bringing that element in, right? Beautiful. Let me go ahead and pull up exactly what I had. Oh, yes. Okay, so touch. Touch is one of the most powerful ways to reconnect to your body and to ground back in to this present moment. And I do this with all of my clients anytime before we start a session. Let's go ahead and breathe together, settle our body. And I want you to place your hand on your heart or on your throat, wherever I feel called to have them place their hands. And just doing this simple touch, it's like, whoa, my body has been asleep right here. I didn't realize that. So touch is very, very important, especially when you're reclaiming aspects of the body. Again, we don't see our back much, so touching your back. Oh my goodness, you have a spine. Yes, stand up for yourself, right? So, touch is important. And then I've written down, yoga poses, the asanas. So, opening the channels. Anytime that you're stretching or you're in a specific yogic position, um, like you have yin pigeon position or pose, yin pigeon pose. Many women do this at the gym. One leg is crossed over, but then your other leg is out straight completely. So you're really opening that hip up, which I just did a hip video. So if you're interested in learning about the hips, go ahead and look at that video. But you're wanting to put your body in very specific positions, breathing into them. And what that's doing with that stretch is you're opening the channels of the muscles, and the muscles are actually this rigidified container and structure that keeps thoughts and beliefs. So we want to open the body up constantly, and yoga positions are just beautiful for that. You don't have to be a great yoga practitioner. You don't have to do this on the regular. Just stretch your body. How about that? Just stretch your body. And tuning into that experience will then allow you to bring forward specific things. Okay. We also have active imagination, but more of meditative states. So, Jungian psychology is very important in this work. Um, but what I want to do is bring forward a lot of the body within his work. So, somatic shadow work is something that I do, and it's just really great awakening to the unconscious mind and the way that the unconscious mind lives as the body, right? The body is a symbol. So, in active imagination, more of meditative states, what we can do here is actually tune into the different energies and again, we're wanting to kind of alchemize what is here. So, bringing forward a dark emotion, sitting in a meditative state with that dark emotion, and then utilizing one of the different elements earth, fire, water, um, air, ether as a way to transform what it is that you're experiencing. So, this is a little bit more intricate, very interwoven within the alchemical process, which is something that I'll have to do a whole different video on. But for right now, I just wanted to bring forward that a meditative state can be a way that you can utilize the body as a conduit to alleviate the traumas. We also have authentic movement, which is my number one practice that I do simply by myself. And I do ask clients to do this, but some people just aren't aligned to it, and that's totally fine. But as we utilize authentic movement, you're really allowing the subtle movements to take you into different, like different transitory psychological states. And in this, you're slowly allowing a story to come forward. Now, authentic movement is a much more subtle way to move through the energies of trauma. Whereas if you're to do more of like trauma release, trauma release therapy, it's more of a tremoring and allowing your body to tremor through the experience, or like EMDR. Like there's so many different somatic techniques. But I would say one for that, a cathartic release. This is right on the precipice of body awareness and tuning into the experience with a mix of stretching, with a mix of breathing. So that's for more of a severe traumatic experience. And that process is a lot. So I just hope that you choose to work with someone, even if it's not me. Please work with someone who knows what they're doing and who has experienced this themselves. It's so important that they are empathically attuned to what you're going through, and that they can slowly introduce different movements to you while you're in it. Okay, we have to be really safe with this work. So I just gave you a lot of information on somatic healing. I hope that you explore this work more for yourself. And if you're interested in this work, look at my comments below, because I take clients and we learn how the body wants to guide, but also almost bow down to this wisdom that we forgot we are. We are this living wisdom. and we've forgotten how to, be the instrument of this wisdom. So I hope this video has supported you. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.